just answering questions with WAP-Tech graphically. Unfortunately, the greasemonkey solution for forcing YouTube into old-school format does not work. It requires the latest Firefox version, but I'm still hanging on to version 50.1.0. How long will this trick work? It'll work until they get rid of it. YouTube still has legacy code for playing videos in specific resolutions, even though it doesn't want to use it, simply because so many websites rely on it for embedded videos. So it really depends. Basically, large corporations that use graphical interfaces, especially if they keep messing with it, they tend to ignore anybody using command line. Windows doesn't care about DOS. There's a giant hint on the screen. I'm using Firefox 4702, and I'm using a specific version of greasemonkey that will work with it. So the version I'm using of greasemonkey is 3.1.1. So I use an older version, and I just use greasemonkey 3.1.1. And if anybody's curious, when you're looking this sort of thing up, when you're looking underneath the Firefox add-on page, at least, if you add /versions/, you get all the versions that may or may not work. So to get your older version of Firefox, 50 and below or whatever, to work correctly with some plugin, if you have to use greasemonkey, and I hate it, but I use 3.1.1. That's about it. I should also point out that buried in the bowels of YouTube's command line are hundreds of other options that have been long forgotten because they're just not needed anymore. But then again, that's what they said about us needing this, where we tell it we don't want to use the newer format. So I hope this was helpful to someone. I'll leave a link to each specific version, and I'm going to say this once. I use a portable version of Firefox for this very reason. It does not integrate itself into the operating system. I never let it update itself. It never has the ability to change anything behind my back, and I don't trust the SOBs who wrote it. Oh, and by the way, on the exif viewers, I'm going to include the links below to them for, Chrome and Firefox. Opera used to have one built in, and then for some strange reason, their corporate butt decided to remove their own built-in exif viewer. It was crap, but it worked. So, yeah, it's almost like the technologists want to make sure that we don't have the tools we used to have. Imagine that. Hammer down. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.